Did you make any money on that, by the way, on the UFC? Or,
no,
because it
none.
ended up being sold.
Yeah, well, I got my money back.
You did?
Horan was very honorable.
Wow.
He paid me back a little bit of interest.
Okay.
But not much.
Okay.
I didn't make money, let's put it that way. But I was happy to have been a contributor to the very first 4 events.
That's huge, Steve. You're such an OG. I already knew you were an OG, but now this is even more.
But it was a lot of fun. I was ringside,
That must
so exciting. And I had a lot of confidence in Gracie Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah.
But
UFC 1.
I was still like, oh my God, look at these guys, I know
Shamrock's like 250 or something.
I know.
Or 240.
He was an athlete. And, he looked like a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Man. Guy looked phenomenal.
Yeah. And he had technique.
And he knew how to fight.
Yeah. He knew how to fight. He'd fight in Pancras. I think he'd been fighting at Pancras before that.
Yeah. He wasn't like an amateur guy.
No, he knew leg locks and stuff,
he
right?
knew a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Same thing with Dan Severn.
Okay. Yeah.
That was the first one.
Yeah.
The pay-per-view blacked out.
Oh, because it went too long.
Because it went too long.
Right.
And so a lot of people never saw how he finished that guy with that triangle choke.
I think I saw it later. But Severin was a wrestler, but he had skills.
The guy had mad skill.
Yeah, and big.
And plus, he's just a big, strong guy, man.
Wow.
Big, strong, powerful, about 270 against, like outweighed Hoist by. I don't remember the exact weight, but it was a huge weight difference.
Huge. Severin was huge. So, what do you fast forwarded to today? What do you make of the UFC first?
Yeah,
and then what do you make?
and then
what do you make? I want to know what you make of the competitive jiu-jitsu scene. But first, UFC.
I do not like the competitive jiu-jitsu
Okay,
scene.
let's do UFC first, and then
Let's do UFC. It's way different than when Hoist fought. It's a different sport. The most lethal techniques of jiu-jitsu, self-defense, are completely removed. There's no up kicks, no rapid punches. You got to wear gloves, which makes it very hard for the grappler to secure holds. It's a sport, and I think the guys are tough and amazing, but it's not for everyone.
Okay.
You got to be kind of this would not be the kind of sport that a businessman would want to get into.
Right, because it's a
little bit too
brutal.
rugged, too brutal.
Right, but it taught the world jiu-jitsu. Now the world knows jiu-jitsu.
Well, Hoist proved the efficacy of jiu-jitsu and what happens when you don't know it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm with Jocko Willink, by the way, when he talks about, like, for self-defense, I can just run away. Hey, look, I don't want to fight, man. I don't have to stand there and duke it out with somebody that's bigger, stronger, faster. And now that I'm in my 70s, everyone's bigger.
Yeah.
So I want to avoid it at all costs. But man, you grab me, you're gonna have a problem.
Right, as long as it's one person. That's the thing, and you're not in the public, and
But there's steps to be taken even for multiple people.
Okay, all right.
Which brings up Sistema, by the way. We'll talk about that.
Okay, we'll come to that. So, well said with UFC, but now at least everybody in the UFC has to know jiu-jitsu.
And wrestling.
Yeah.
Everyone has to know takedown.
True.
And you can even see the pure wrestlers like a Khabib.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I loved it. A lot of people hated it because it's boring. They called him the knee hugger. It's like, yeah.
That whole Dagestani wrestling is a whole nother level.
Whole nother level.
Why is it?
Those guys are
when you
so
see those
tough.
guys, are they better than the Americans?
No, not necessarily. We still have our Olympic champions too,
True.
And look at, the guys from Iowa.
But,
we got some tough, hard-nosed wrestlers that were like me, that wrestled from the time they're little kids.
Okay. But in the UFC, those guys shine.
But not everyone in high school, college wrestling can make the transition to the world freestyle.
Yeah.
It is a bit different.
Okay. But in the UFC, it's those Dagestanis that are usually known for their wrestling. That, and Bo Nichols is doing a little bit of stuff now. He's learning striking and...
See, when I did jiu-jitsu, it was like what they call Vale Tudo. It was like MMA.
Right.
We had kicks, punches, headbutts, elbows.
And the Gracies taught all of that.
They taught everything, man.
Yeah, good point.
It wasn't like just
grappling.
Sport, let's start on our knees. I really detest what's happened with a lot of these sporty schools.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying they couldn't come in and kick my ass doing sport, but man, they couldn't defend themselves either, not in a realistic kind of fight.
Right.
I'm talking about the students.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about guys at podium in world championships. They're good athletes. They'd be good no matter what they do because they're bigger, stronger, faster. But I'm talking about normal guys, blue belts, purple belts, women, kids,
Right.
They're not going to be able to do what these champions do. And I think it's a real crime that they're not teaching the self-defense.
Okay.
Now, I understand a lot of guys don't want the self-defense. You got to kind of cater. But you also, as an instructor, sometimes give people what they need, not just what they want.
Right. But the Gracie Academy teaches all that in Torrance.
All of that.
They don't play around. Yeah.
There's not too many schools around anymore. I know 2 schools here in the UK. One's in Glasgow, Scott McVeigh, Hickson Gracie Black Belt. Fantastic school.
Okay.
Just did a seminar there.
Okay.
There's a guy here. I wish I knew exactly where he is. John Hagen used to be a Royal Marine.
Okay.
The guy's really awesome. I follow him on Facebook.
Okay.
He has hoist Gracie at his school all the time.
Okay, nice. Yeah.
I think I met him at the Gracie Academy many, 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 many years ago.
Hey, I know investing in crypto is scary. It takes a real leap of faith because there are so many scams, rug pulls, and bad actors out there. It's a dangerous business, which is why 95% of people lose all their money. Well, that's why I created the London Real Investment Club, so you can access the hottest deals on the planet and use the crypto bull market to create the generational wealth that you deserve. Join my team of over 100 people from around the world that are making millions of dollars behind the scenes investing in blockchain, AI, Web3 games, DeFi, Bitcoin, and more. Don't miss out. Click the link below to book a call with one of my team now. But hurry, this bull market will end soon.
I know investing crypto can be scary. That's why you gotta join the investment club. Pull the trigger. Let's do this.